The perfect bowl of Korean rice with microwave. Yay!
Here comes the recipe. You need 100 ml of Korean rice, which can make one serving of cooked rice. Do not have a measuring cup? It will be around half of the plain glass. Wash if you want, then drain. Add rice to a cup. Add 150 ml of water. The details of rice to water ratio will be shared later. Let it soak for 30 minutes. Now you need 2 plates or saucers, anything. Place your cup inside the microwave, 1 plate at the bottom, 1 plate on top. Cook it for 2.5 minutes. My microwave is 800 watts. Please see my tips later. After the first round, check whether the water boiled over or not. If so, please add it to your rice. Cover again and wait 10 minutes. Cook for 3 minutes more and it's done. Let it sit for 5 minutes, then it's ready to eat. Voila! So fluffy, yummy, freshly cooked Korean rice. Nobody will believe this is cooked with microwave. It tastes just perfect.
안녕 친구들. Hope you're doing all fine. I just show you how to make microwave cooked Korean rice. You like it? You might wonder, is it worth it? Then I'll say, totally. It is very useful in 2 circumstances. First, when you need only 1 bowl of rice. Have you ever cooked only 1 bowl of rice? It doesn't taste so good even with the stovetop cooking. And with the rice cooker? The average rice cooker can make delicious cooked rice with 2 cups of more Korean rice. Alright?
And we cooked only 100 milliliter, which is almost half of the rice cooker cup.
Second, when you travel.
Imagine you're traveling. Don't buy the instant rice anymore. Bring your own good quality rice and cook it so easy. And washing fewer dishes is your bonus.
Some friend might say, honey, it looks so convenient, but I'm with my family. I need more rice. Yup, I did that test too. More than 1 serving recipe at the end. Keep watching. It was not so easy for me to master this microwave cooked rice.
I watched tons of recipes on YouTube and they got me more confused. All they say was all different from each other, and when I tested some recipe, they failed.
I tried shorter recipe like 7 or 10 minutes, but rice was undercooked, not even close to perfect. My recipe can be a little longer, but I rather choose to spend more time for better taste. Now, here's some information you should know before you start cooking.
1. Cookware. I made this recipe supposing you're traveling and the only cookware you have is the cup. But even with the same amount of rice, if you're using this kind of bowl, the water won't boil over. I realized the shape makes difference. Not only the shape, but the material of cookware also can make the difference. This I'll share in detail when it comes to bigger amount recipe. 2. Microwave cookware. I tested with these 2 kinds of microwave cookware and very impressed by the result. So buying one of these can be a great idea if you plan to cook like this pretty often. But like I told you, in the cup-shaped container, water boiled over and this bowl-shaped one didn't. 3. Wattage. My microwave oven uses 800 watts. So you should cook your rice accordingly. Are you not able to check the wattage of your microwave? Listen carefully while rice is boiling. When you boil the rice for the first round and you hear the rattling sound from the upper plate, you should stop the microwave immediately. Rattling sounds mean it's time to stop. For the second round, you can ignore the rattling sound.
My microwave is 800 watts, so if you're using 1000 watt microwave, I guess you have to reduce your cooking time a little bit and adjust my recipe according to your microwave.
Now, tips for actual cooking. 1. Rice to water ratio. The water amount depends on the milling date. Good quality Korean rice provide milling or production date. So if the rice is freshly milled, rice to water ratio can be 1 to 1.2. But mine was a 6-month past from the milling date, so rice to water ratio was 1 to 1.5. Also, it depends on the weather too. In summertime, less water, and wintertime, more water is needed. My cooking was done at around 30 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 50%. 2. Soaking. For the best result, soaking rice 30 minutes at room temperature before cooking is essential procedure. However, Korean rice is firmer and harder than long-grain rice, so you can soak it overnight in the fridge. This way, you can start cooking without waiting. But remember to increase first cooking time by 120%. 3. In case you soak the rice without measuring, drain the soaking water, then add the same volume of water to rice. The soaked rice to water ratio is 1 to 1. 4. Even though you follow all my rules above, troubles can happen. No worries. In case your rice is undercooked, you can simply add more water and cook for more minutes. Opposite situation, rice is too watery? No problem. You can cook rice without cover for 30 to 1 minute to evaporate the excess water. Now here comes the bigger amount recipe. I tested 200 milliliter of rice with these two kinds of cookware. This microwave cookware, 30 minutes soaking, 3.5 minute cooking, 10 minute resting, 4 minute cooking, 5 minute rest. This wide glass bowl, 30 minutes soaking, 4.5 minute cooking, 10 minutes resting, 5 minutes cooking, 5 minutes rest. So there was a little difference in cooking time, even with the same amount of rice, right? This is what I told you earlier. Not only the shape, the material also make different. Anyway, don't worry, I've told you to listen if it is your first time. When you hear the rattling sound, stop cooking and follow the rest of my recipe. And for 300 milliliters, I tested with this giant bowl. 30 minutes soaking, 6.5 minute cooking, 10 minute resting, 6 minute cooking, 5 minute rest. Rice to water ratio was all same, 1 to 1.5. And my microwave cooked rice tasted perfect. It was not just okay, it was perfect. I guess everyone's microwave can be different, so you might need an adjustment in cooking time. I try my best to share all the tips and hacks I found out throughout all my experiment. And this is going to be a series, the Perfect Korean Rice series. Another episodes will keep coming. Stovetop cooking rice, multi-grain rice, Sora's tips and hacks including how to revive old smelly rice, do I need to wash rice, how to store rice, etc. and etc. That's it for today. I hope my recipe can make your life happier and easier. God bless you all. Bye. 안녕.